3 in the morning, and every human in the house was asleep. But one small cat was not, and she already knew something was wrong. Her name was Whiskers, 7 pounds of fur and quiet attitude. The kind of cat who ignored you all day and judged you at night. Nobody in that family thought of her as a hero. She was just the cat. The one who knocked pens off tables and stared at empty corners. That night, the empty corners stared back. While the family slept, something was building inside the walls of their home. Not a sound anyone could hear. Not a light anyone could see. A thin, invisible thread of smoke slipping out from behind an outlet in the living room. Too faint for a person. Far too faint to wake a sleeping child. But here's what you need to understand about a cat. A cat does not experience the world the way you do. Where you smell dinner, a cat smells the entire history of the room. Their sense of smell is dramatically sharper than ours, built to detect the faintest trace of something that shouldn't be there. And burning wiring gives off a smell long before it ever bursts into flame. Whiskers smelled it first. She lifted her head off the couch. Her ears swiveled. Every instinct she had, sharpened over thousands of years of survival, snapped awake at once. This was not curiosity. This was alarm. And this is where the story could have ended badly. Because a smoke detector needs enough smoke in the air to trigger. In those first quiet minutes, there wasn't enough yet. The danger was real, but the alarm was still silent. The family had no warning system working for them, except one. And she had 4 legs. Whiskers jumped off the couch and ran to the bedroom. The door was cracked open, just wide enough. She went straight to the side of the bed where the mother slept. And she started to cry. Not a normal meow. Cat owners know the difference. This was the loud, insistent, wrong-sounding cry that means something is happening right now. The mother stirred, rolled over, told the cat to go away. Whiskers did not go away. She jumped onto the bed. She walked across the woman's chest. She pawed at her face and cried louder. And when that didn't work, she did the thing cats almost never do. She
push on the
bit.
bite.
Gently, but enough. Enough to pull a sleeping woman out of a dream and into the dark. And that's when the mother smelled it too. Smoke. Faint, but unmistakable now. She sat up fast, heart hammering, and shook her husband awake. He was out of bed in seconds. They ran to the children's rooms, scooped them from their beds still half asleep, and pushed everyone toward the front door. They made it outside, into the cold night air. All of them. Every single person in that family, standing on the lawn in their pajamas, confused and terrified and alive. And behind them, through the living room window, they finally saw it. The orange glow. The flames climbing the wall, exactly where that invisible thread of smoke had been. Minutes later, that room was fully involved. If they had stayed asleep even a little longer, the story you're hearing would not exist. Now here's the strange part. The part that makes this more than a lucky night. Whiskers wasn't trained to do any of this. No one taught her to smell smoke. No one taught her to wake a human. She was not a service animal. She was an ordinary house cat, doing something that on paper, she had no reason to do. Because there's a question underneath this whole story that scientists still argue about. Why do animals warn us at all? Think about it. In that moment, the safest thing for Whiskers to do was save herself. Run for the door. Every survival instinct should have said, get out. Instead, she ran deeper into the house, toward the sleeping people, and refused to leave until they moved. Some researchers believe cats form real bonds with their humans, closer to the bond between a cat and its family group than we ever gave them credit for. To Whiskers, that family may not have been her owners. They may have been her colony, her people. And you do not abandon your people. Others point to something simpler and stranger. Animals across the world seem to sense danger before we can. dogs that pace before earthquakes, birds that fall silent before storms, pets that grow anxious hours before a fire or a gas leak, reacting to shifts in the air that human senses never register. We don't fully understand it. We just keep collecting the stories. And there are so many stories. Cats who have woken families to gas leaks by refusing to stop crying at a stove. Cats who sat on a sleeping owner's chest and would not move until the person woke and noticed the carbon monoxide making them dizzy. Over and over, the same pattern. The animal knows first. The animal insists. And a human who almost slept through disaster gets a second chance because of a creature we usually treat as furniture. We call them pets. We feed them, we film them, we complain about the fur on the couch. And we forget that living in our homes is a small predator, with senses so far beyond ours that it experiences an entirely different world, layered on top of ours. A world where danger has a smell, a sound, a warning. Most nights, that power does nothing but find the warm spot on the bed. But some nights, it saves a life. The family rebuilt. The house was repaired. And Whiskers, the cat who ignored everyone all day and judged them all night, got a new title she never asked for and probably doesn't care about. She got extra treats, a spot on the good chair permanently, and a family who will tell this story for the rest of their lives. They used to think she was just the cat. Now, they know the truth. At 3 in the morning, when every human they loved was asleep, and the walls were quietly starting to burn, one small animal was awake. She smelled what they couldn't. She refused to be ignored, and she walked back into a burning house to drag her people out of the dark. The empty corner she used to stare at. Maybe it wasn't so empty after all. Maybe she was always watching for something. And the one night it mattered most, she was the only one paying attention. So the next time your cat stares at nothing, or cries at a door for no reason you can find, remember Whiskers. Remember that they live in a world you cannot fully see. And every so often, that world reaches out and pulls us back from the edge, one insistent little cry at a time.